News. According to my source, NRS has finally finalized the deal with John Cena. Now, for those of you that has been living under a rock lately, Mortal Kombat has been trending like crazy. On top of Mortal Kombat trending like crazy, John Cena has been following multiple Mortal Kombat enthusiasts such as The Thinny, such as Future Boy, such as Todd Gardner. He's been following everybody that's Mortal Kombat related, and on top of that, they have already discussed the role that he's going to be playing as STRYKER. They decided to do this because they wanted to bring an iconic character and solidify the iconicness of the character. Now, a lot of you probably scratching your head like, bro, STRYKER's not an iconic character. Well, yeah, you're kind of right, but at the same time, STRYKER's kind of a legend in the video gaming world. What better person to bring this character to life and solidify him? And on top of that, having John Cena play STRYKER in the next Mortal Kombat movie, dude, that will blow the box office through the roof. They managed to barely get through the first movie and they did pretty okay, but John Cena as STRYKER, they really can turn this into a commercial blockbuster Fast and the Furious type deal. You know, now don't get me wrong, Fast and the Furious is doing way too much with their movies, but you get what I'm saying. It's a box office hit every time they drop something. So, excuse me, tired. With that being said, I am told that they have got the final details together and that they will be having another meeting to sit down and go over all of the script and everything else that they plan to do. Now, this also relates to Mortal Kombat 12 because I am told that John Cena will be making an appearance as a skin. Now, for those of you that don't believe me and what I'm saying, when I told you guys that this was going to happen, I'm going to put something here on your screen. If you look here on your screen, I made this video 2 months ago telling you guys that John Cena was involved with Mortal Kombat, and now, as you see from everything that's happening out there in the real world, is that John Cena is completely openly acknowledging his love for Mortal Kombat suddenly out of nowhere, just following everybody and just kind of doing what needs to be done. Now, this usually happens when, excuse me guys, tired. This usually happens when an actor picks up a new role. They begin to love the lore, they follow the fan pages, they basically just jump into that category. You know, like for example, when I started covering Mortal Kombat, I needed to see who was all the Mortal Kombat creators, who's my favorite Mortal Kombat creator, who's the competition, what's going on. It's just very common to do that. You're not going to do this for an area of YouTube that you don't care about. It's my main point, you know. So if you have a look at my old videos, you know, screenshot that I'm popping up here, it says 2 months ago I told you this was gonna happen. It's going to be incredible as far as what's gonna happen to this, what's gonna happen with this, I should say. And when I tell you this deal is as good as done and they finalized what needed to be finalized, it just seems like everything is just official as far as us getting John Cena as STRYKER, according to my source. Now, you guys are probably wondering why. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna break it down for you. John Cena has the potential to bring the franchise to the forefront. So, him alone, as mentioned in one of my previous videos, he will bust the, let's say he will bust the bubble when it comes to sales. He is one of the main reasons that the WWE games sold so well across, you know, across the timeline from when he first, excuse me, when he first appeared. Jesus Christ, I'm tired, guys. John Cena is a really great seller. Now, also, he has sold he had the highest selling merch in WWE when he was an active wrestler at the time. He also made an appearance in a couple of films, and them films have completely busted the bubble on what they were able to make, such as The Marine and a couple of other movies he were able to appear in. So I think it's a fantastic idea to have John Cena headline the movie. It's good press, it's good promo. Now he does bring a childlike audience, but the movie holds a rated R tag. But also, tired, guys. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. Been working hard. Also, some of John Cena's fans have grown up. Now, mind you, Cena's been in the game for over 10 years at this point. So some of us that started watching him when we were younger and we were, you know, teens at that point, we're adults now. So John Cena does have, you know, an adult-like audience. So he kind of can be put in the movie and in the game, and people can still love it because, you know, of course your audience grows up. So I'll be watching Mortal Kombat 2 if Super Cena's in it. Cena is the only one that can pull off Stryker. If you get somebody else to play Stryker, you really blowing a box office opportunity by getting somebody else to play Stryker. Now, I know a lot of y'all would probably be like, having John Cena play Stryker can ruin the movie because of overstardom. Like that movie that got Rambo, what is it called? Like the A-Team, all the big celebrities in it. Well, guess what? That movie does fantastic when it comes to box office sales. So putting these people in movies, I don't see it as a bad idea. When you get new actors and put the new actors in a movie, it's a hit and it's a miss. So I would rather have a complete hit than to have a miss, because look at Mortal Kombat. People was okay with the movie, but come on now, there was nothing to really love the Mortal Kombat movie about, because it's just like, at that point, nobody knows none of these actors. Like, come on now, I only knew like 2 actors from the Mortal Kombat movie. Like maybe 3. I knew CC Stringer, or whatever the case was, because she was promoted, she was controversial about having a black woman play Melina at that point. That's number 1. Number 2, I knew the guy who played Jax because he was on Supergirl or whatever it is. And number 3, I knew I think it was Louis Tan. No, I think it was Liu Kang. It was either Liu Kang or Louis Tan. One of them played in a Power Rangers movie. They played one of the Power Rangers in the reboot that happened a few years back. Those are the only people I could think of off the top of my head that I knew. That's it. And I wasn't too excited to see them, except for, you know, Jax, because he was one of my favorite characters on Supergirl. He played Guardian. So he was the one who kind of got me into it, or whatever the case was. Other than that, I probably was not going to watch Mortal Kombat. And if I was, it was just going to be on my own personal time, is what was going to happen. You know, so again, having John Cena play Stryker is best for business. It's one of the moves that they need to make, because they are looking to boost sales all the way through the roof, and having a mega actor come in to do so would be fantastic. Now, these sales converting over to the Mortal Kombat 12 video game, as far as John Cena being a skin or John Cena being voiceover, he's going to do more sales than Melina. That is facts right across the board. Put John Cena in his Stryker and he's gonna blow Melina sales through the roof. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, Melina was a smash hit for Mortal Kombat 11. The fans asked and NRS delivered. So having Cena do the same thing is really gonna push the bar of the game. You gotta remember, this is huge for Mortal Kombat to get this type of commercial attention. Getting this type of commercial attention is any video game's dream. Now, mind you, there's a lot of great games out there that just have not made it to the level of Mortal Kombat. For example, Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct wish they can have the type of attention that Mortal Kombat has. And I love Killer Instinct. I would love to see Killer Instinct get a budget and be able to do some of the cool stuff that they do with Mortal Kombat, but unfortunately, that's not happening. So in order for Mortal Kombat to maintain that title, especially competing with all of these new games out there, they need to continue doing what they do best. You already see that it's a working formula, because it's something that they transfer over to Multiverse by having Batman, Shaggy, and all of those characters put into the game. Now, they do listen to their audience, which is why you ended up getting Shaggy. And Shaggy was put into Multiverse, and that whole game was born because the fans wanted Shaggy in Mortal Kombat, which was not going to happen. So what they did, They put a team on it. They put a team on it ASAP. And that's how we were able to get the multiverse game, because it's something that the fans asked for, and that game is just gonna blow up to become something of a Smash Brothers type game with multiple guesses. Now, back on this whole John Cena situation, this is really going to do a lot of damage in a good way for the franchise. A lot of sales, a lot of DLC packs, should they decide to use him as a DLC pack. I think he should be in the game from the get-go, but more than likely, he's probably gonna be a DLC from what I'm hearing. And that right there is going to, you know, boost sales and probably cause, you know, create more money for them to make DLC packs and everything else that they need to make, like how they did Aftermath, and then they had Mortal Kombat Ultimate and things of that nature. So they're going in the right direction. And it's not like they don't have the budget, because they had the budget to, excuse me, allergies. They had the budget to use Arnold Schwarzenegger's image and a couple of other people that they did use in the franchise. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. I wanted to bring that to your attention. Let me go to pass this question off, you guys, in the comment section below. Do you agree with them having John Cena play Stryker? If so, how excited are you? Sound off in the comments. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.